Good morning. It is the about 20 after 9 on Monday morning, the 26th of November. Reminder for traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose if you're playing this game. Hope everybody had themselves a nice Thanksgiving holiday. And for some of us, back to work. Beauty of this business, of course, is back to work. Could mean many different things, including stay sidelines and think about what you want to do. And that would be my first recommendation. Typically Mondays are cold, but today is going to be even colder than normal, meaning your feel for the market, my feel for the market, everyone's feel for the market. We know that the 26 has held. The overnight low, 31 and a quarter. I've adjusted this to the gap to make this a little bit more representative of the true range. And you can see the symmetry move. Just taking this box down here and duplicating it would give us that 66 area, maybe another tick or two. But the first time, if you wake up in the morning and you see this, that's one of the first things you want to look for is, okay, how far have we traveled? What's the next resistance? And with a convenient trade, what am I thinking, long or short? And I'd post in the room, I think convenient trade is short side. This was part of the reason why. Did that with my spreadsheet. Another reason I like the 30-minute chart. Said to me, okay, maybe first time we've touched that in a while. Maybe we need to pull back a little bit. So, and I suggested that probably first pullbacks today could be buyable. I do not think they're for a big trade. Could be, but I'm thinking first things first. Do some range type trading. That's the 30-minute chart. And if you want to go back to something more basic like a 15, feel free to do that. But we could see this longer term average tried to stall us at the highs. And if you want to go back to a 10, looks to me like that's a pretty good chart right now. Keep our eye on. And obviously the 5. Pretty clear if you're following the 5. Once we got crossed over and the overnight push, 2 o'clock, bang. So 5, 10, or 15, pretty good charts right now. Any one of those will be helpful, I think. For those of you who are trading now ahead of the market, we've had 2 thrusts. One is up and the other is a contra. So timing is probably for shorts to make sure they're paid ahead of the open. Now let's take a look at the monthly, which I suggested you should be looking at. If we're looking at the monthly range, we can see that really at this 50 area, that's the green box. And so right now we are fighting in this box. So 50 to 75, let's call it. Get above that, and we're poking into this one. So this is the box that really needs to be resolved right now, in my opinion. It's probably going to be a 2-way day. And ultimately, we'll see who wins it, but certainly a strong bounce off the floor. And this is an undercut low. We've been making lower highs, lower lows. Today, we're going to keep an eye out for that idea as well. And then we'll notice if there are any changes in that pattern. So this is going to be a key idea, the 72 to 75. And that also is a third time through trade. And this last week's range, we can see we've had a 3-box move. Not quite, but close. So that 72 to 75 is our current resistance. As I said earlier, I think this 56, that's a dime off of the top. If you get 56, 55, probably done well, and definitely make sure you're paid by 52s. Anything below 52s, I'm going to consider to be the good fortune part. We've got multiple gaps. And today is for longs to try to get out of jail. And obviously this overhead resistance right here at 72 to 75 will be the first major key today. And I do think two-way day. This whole run was a program trade, not a lot of support built up. So we'll see which way the generals want to take it. Conservative traders stay sidelines for a couple of minutes, let it open up and create a little range. And then remember, the goal is really to try to take something out of the market. Number of traders out there you'll see on Twitter, their sole purpose seems to be to try to tease one side or the other. Let's not get caught up in that. Let's just focus on taking this as a business opportunity to try to earn a living.